Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is the first week summary video of January 2022. I'm going to do week number 1 summary of options trading. So let's get right to it. And before we do so, if you are on Facebook, join me in this Facebook group, Investing 102, where you will level up your investing. The benefits of Facebook groups, I can post screenshots right away after I do a trade. So something like this, you see on yesterday's date, I did a bunch of trades and then I posted up, and here's the time. This one's at 2 o'clock. Then here's another day where I did a trade and I posted at 3 o'clock. Another day here at 11:52, I posted my trades. So here's the best place if you want to follow along. I'm just posting the trades that I do. Then I create videos, and videos take a few hours. Sometimes I do it a day later. So sometimes the videos are a little bit longer, but it's a great place for you to learn. All the content is free. I'm not asking you to do anything. If you do want to use some services, try to use my referral link. But you can find me on Investing 102, where we level up your investment knowledge. So let's go straight to Etrade. And for first-time viewers, you're not going to understand what I'm doing. I go into my Etrade transactions. I copy these transactions that I've done for all my options trading. I remove anything that's not options related, except for dividends. So I do leave those in there. And then what I do is I have a spreadsheet where I paste all my transactions into a spreadsheet. And I already did it. For the miracle of editing, I can save you a lot of time. So you see, I have some data from last year, and then what I have to do is, because I have a formula here, it looks at all the formula. So I do have to adjust it. I put all the trade counts on a different column, and then I left everything else the same. And then so you can see this. Here's all my trades already for 2022. I'm up to 41 options trade. Again, I don't count each leg. This is one trade. And I don't count the number of contracts that I'm doing. So this is a 4. I created a 4 over here, but I consider that one trade. I closed a previous one here. Anyway, let me show you the data of my results so far of this year. So we're just going to scroll here. I just had to change these filtering. You hit the refresh. And this is the first week of data. If you do this, you'll see my data is now, I collected $1,222 in premium. I have another sheet here. I hit the pivot table, and that matches my data over here. And these are not used. So I go back here. For those of you who watch my videos from last year, I'm doing the same thing. I'm tracking it. And so far, I did 42. And then every week, I do a running P&L so you can see it. And this was my last year's running P&L. So you can sort of see that. So this week, I'm already ahead of last year's week number 1. But again, I'm not worried about it. What I want to do is just learn from my mistakes and have fewer red lines by week. So let's go into some specific trade details that I made so far in the first week. I added a filter, and this is TLRY. So you can see this has been a horrible trade. But this week I did collect a little bit of premium, $41.14. But I just wanted to look at some last year's data. You can see that week number 51, 50. So I've been rolling it out consistently, but if you look at the dollar amount, it's not a lot. This is $100 divided by 4 weeks. You can see I'm not really making a lot on this. I've been really disappointed, but that's okay. I mean, you can't always have, right? Not everything in my portfolio is going to make money. So I've been playing cannabis, and this has not panned out yet. So while I'm holding the shares, I'm going to keep on playing it unless something drives me out of the shares. I'm not there yet. I haven't sold it. I'm still doing cover calls on it. The next trade, I put a filter on Tesla, and you can see Tesla. If I just look at this right here, week number 1, I made $100 this week. Tesla has been working for me. If you look at the last couple weeks, it's about $100 every week. And let me check how much I made on that week. That's $250 on that week. And then on this week, I made $100. So you can see if I play one time, it's about 100. This one I lost money on this IC. It looks like, unless I didn't. Actually, maybe I gotta pair it with the closing to make sure you lose them or make money. So I don't know yet. But you can see Tesla So one mistake I made last year was I was playing Tesla, and then for whatever reason I stopped. And I believe I talked about that in one of my last videos. You see that week 8, week 9, and then I jump all the way to week 50. This year I don't want to make that same mistake. I'm going to try to keep on playing it while I think I can make money in it. The premiums are decent enough for me to keep an eye on it. I want to play it, so that's what I'm going to do. The next trade I'm going to talk about is Skechers. I talked about this last week when I was doing a video. I did the same thing. It's been moving up and down, so I had to roll up, then I'm rolling down, rolling up, down, up, down. But it's decent. I'm just trying to adjust for the risk. I always do that. I always move it up or move it down. And here you see I made a whopping $4. Not a lot of money, but I'm just trying to manage my positions a lot earlier. And the go is I do want to make sure I make some money trading. Otherwise, it doesn't defeat the right. If I don't make money each year, then obviously it doesn't make sense for me to trade. It just makes sense to buy an index fund. But so far, I've been okay because some of the duds that I hold in my portfolio or something like that doesn't make a lot of money. Generally, it's offset by one or two companies where I trade options in, where the premiums are so juicy, it can make up for 2 or 3 or 4 different duds in your portfolio. I added a filter over here, 234 method. Basically, the challenge is at any given point, I'm only allowed to do a 2 contract SPY Iron Condor or 3 or 4 at any given point that's live. So if you do the math, that would be no more than $9,000 in portfolio value for SPY. And then what you want to do is at the end of the year, I want to see how much money I have. Now, we're just opening it, so don't forget, this is not profit yet. You have to see, you got to wait about 3-4 weeks when I start closing them, and then you'll see how this portfolio performs. I'm going to basically do the same trade week in and week out for the whole year, and then we'll see how much money you make. Am I making 10% a year, 15 or 20? So we're going to look at that by trading, again, SPY only, Iron Condors only, 10 wide only. The deltas may vary throughout the year or throughout the months. I'm not going to always play the same delta. There are times where I need to adjust it based on what's happening in the market. But this is a great portfolio for beginners to watch and learn. A lot of people always ask, well, do you make money on it? So this is the easiest way to prove to people that, yes, you can make money. We know how much is the max risk that I'm starting with. I'm not reinvesting any new profits to buy more. So it's a little bit easier to track, and it's a great learning tool. So anyway, hey guys, I'm done with this video. Please, please, please comment below. Remember, you're helping the YouTube algorithm. Share this with other viewers that may want to learn how to have a profitable options trading. As always, I always say, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time and have a profitable day. Bye-bye.